A cleaner facility starts with smarter inspections powered by CSI technology. In this session, we will walk through the full CSI web dashboard workflow. First, the admin will set up the web dashboard. Next, the operator will complete an inspection using the CSI device. Finally, the admin will review the completed inspection results on the dashboard. This dashboard supports the full inspection process, from setting up accounts and locations to scheduling inspections and reviewing completed results. Section 1. Accounts. First, let's go over how to create user accounts. From the left side navigation menu, select Accounts. This section allows admins to create and manage user accounts within the organization. To add a new user, click the New button in the top right corner. Then enter the user's first name, last name, and email address. Next, select the appropriate role for the user. Admin users have access to all dashboard features and can manage the organization, users, locations, reports, inspection templates, schedules, inspections, and devices. Manager users can manage and create inspection workflows, create reports and inspection templates, schedule inspections, and review completed inspection results. Operator users primarily use the inspection dashboard to perform assigned audits and complete inspection tasks. Once all information is entered, click Create to add the account. Section 2. Locations. Now, let's move on to how to set up locations. The Location section is where you create and manage the physical sites or facilities for inspection. To add a new location, click New, assign a manager, and fill out the remaining information. To make changes, select the location from the table. From here, you can update general information, assign team members, and maps. To add a map, go to the Map tab and click New. Add your floor plan, enter the required information, and your location is fully ready to be used. Section 3. Reports. After locations have been added, the next step is to create a report template for operators to fill out on the CSI device. To create a new report, click New Template. Enter a report name, add a brief description, and set the status to Active. Reports are built using sections and questions. Sections are used to organize the report by area or category, such as prep area, food storage, or food service area. Within each section, click Add Question to add compliance questions for the auditor to answer. Then select the response type. Available response types include Pass or Fail, Compliance Status, Text Response, and more. To make sure the auditor completes the question, turn on Required. After the report has been created, it will appear in the Reports table and can be used when setting up inspection templates. Section 4. Inspection Templates. After reports and locations have been created, the next step is to build an inspection template to guide the workflow of your auditor. To create a template, click New and enter the information and assign a report to correspond with the inspection. Pick the auditor responsible for the inspection. Once created, click on it in the table to continue setting it up. Then create a specified job corresponding with each floor plan you would like to assign tasks to. Once a job is created, click New to create specific tasks assigned to areas on the floor plan. Simply click on the map, enter a name for the task, and repeat to create as many as needed. This allows for an easy-to-follow and organized inspection process. Section 5. Scheduling inspections. After the inspection template has been created, the next step is to schedule the inspection for an auditor to complete. Create a new inspection by filling out the information and selecting the inspection template your auditor will follow. Then assign a time with the ability to make the inspection recurring. On this page, admins, managers, and operators can view upcoming inspections. Section 6. Operating the CSI device. Now that we've covered each main section, let's go over how to operate the CSI device. Here are detailed instructions on how to properly charge your CSI device. First, make sure your device is not plugged into the wall. After that, locate the red indicator on the device. A similar red marking will be at your charger's end. Simply align both markers to properly plug in your charger. Now, you can plug the charger into the wall. A blue LED will light up to confirm the charging of your device. To turn on the device, press the power button located at the bottom right of the unit. Once the device is powered on, the login screen will appear. Let's go over how to scan with the CSI device. Simply press and hold both the left and right trigger buttons. An LED indicator will turn red when in use. Lights will start flashing. Simply point the device toward the desired area and observe results on screen. For best result, hold the device at a 45-degree angle. Move at a slow, steady pace. Keep approximately 12 inches, or 30 centimeters, from the surface. When scanning reflective surfaces, it is important to avoid holding the device at a 90-degree angle, as it will lead to reflections as seen on the right. Hold the device at a 45-degree angle to the surface to avoid most reflections. Section 7. Contamination. To effectively operate the CSI device, the user must be able to identify different types of contamination. Many organic residues fluoresce under ultraviolet light. For example, chlorophyll appears red, protein residues appear green, urine appears blue-green. This occurs because materials absorb UV light and re-emit it as visible light. Fluorescence intensity can indicate the amount of residue present. However, CSI technology doesn't differentiate biofilms. Violet light is best for broad detection across many materials. UVA may offer enhanced detection capabilities, as some residues only re-emit light when UVA shines on them. This allows residues like proteins, biofilms, and more to be detected under UVA. Use both modes to determine what works best in your environment. These are examples of clean surfaces under violet mode. The green tint you see across these images is a characteristic of the camera, not fluorescence from the surface. Your surface is clean if it appears uniform, with no bright spots or irregular shapes of fluorescence. Here are contaminated surfaces under violet mode. Red boxes are drawn around areas of contamination to help identify them in this training session. You can see bright spots and irregular fluorescence that stand out from the background image. These irregularities are what you're looking for. These are your signal that the surface is most likely contaminated or improperly cleaned. Here are examples of common visual artifacts you might encounter. These are caused by surfaces reflecting the LEDs into the camera. LED reflections appear as bright streaks or bands that move with the screen, most common on metal surfaces. Edge reflections create glowing halos around curved surfaces that follow the shape of the surface. Physical artifacts can also appear as fluorescence, as white surfaces reflect the LEDs and mimic a positive result. None of these are contamination. Learning to recognize these patterns will prevent false positives in your assessments. Take a look at these examples. Here we have contamination as well as surface imperfections and artifacts. The red labels mark actual contamination. Notice the green, orange, and red fluorescence that stand out against the background. White labels call out surface imperfections and LED reflections, which are not contamination. When you see green, red, or orange fluorescence in irregular patches, that's your primary indicator. Surface imperfections without those color shifts are not a concern. In the top left image, a splatter of something which was cleaned can be seen on some serving containers. The key for identifying contamination is looking for irregular fluorescent shapes that are not part of the background. It is critical for a good inspection to be able to identify the contamination. Now we've switched to UVA mode. UVA images have a blue tint to them due to the LEDs used in this detection mode. There are no irregular fluorescent shapes, meaning these surfaces are all clean. Under UVA, contamination often appears as bright blue against the dark background. Contamination in these slides still shows as irregular shapes and fluorescence. If you detect cases like these, it is important for you to take pictures of them while scanning with the CSI device. On the right, You can see a crack in the surface which is bouncing and reflecting the LEDs back to the CSI device, giving it a false positive appearance. Our final slide shows more complex UVA contamination scenarios, including an LED reflection for reference. Notice how contamination varies. It can be a faint ring, a dense cluster of bright blue dots, or even a broad smear. If in doubt of whether something is contamination, always take a picture of the area in question with the CSI device. Feel free to refer back to this video or reach out to a SafetySpect representative for more training. Section 8. Inspection Dashboard. Connect the device to the Wi-Fi network. Securely log into the dashboard by entering your email and password. From here, the user can select between recurring or non-recurring tasks. Then the user will select the proper inspection they must complete today. All the jobs needed to be completed are shown here. The auditor will also fill out the report while completing the inspection. Once you've filled out everything correctly, click on the job. A map showing the task locations is on the right. Start by selecting the task and tapping Scan. Start by taking an image of the entire area using the Take Photo button or the front right trigger. This gives the admin a clear view of the scanned location. To begin scanning, hold down both triggers. If contamination is found, use the front right trigger to take a photo. Then select the appropriate status: clean, contaminated, or skip. After the area has been cleaned, the auditor should add a new video to document the cleaned location. Scan the area again and mark the new video as clean to show that the contamination has been mitigated. Once the task area has been scanned and reviewed, mark the task as completed and continue to the next task. After all tasks are completed, the inspection will be marked as complete in the inspection dashboard. The inspection dashboard is used to manage past and upcoming inspections. Important information such as the inspection name, status, scheduled time, completion status, and contamination status can be viewed in the inspection table. Once an inspection is completed, click on it in the table to view the results. The job dashboard provides an overview of the inspection results. From here, each task can be reviewed individually. Tasks include a timestamp, completion status, and contamination status. Click on a task to view the videos and photos captured during that inspection task. After reviewing the task details, return to the inspection page to review the report questions. The report questions show the auditor's answers along with the overall compliance rate. Once the inspection review is complete, navigate to the top of the page and generate the inspection report. After an inspection is completed and the report is generated, a PDF report is sent by email for easy review. This report provides a full overview of the inspection results, including the completion status, contamination findings, compliance rate, and answered report questions. The report section displays the overall compliance rate. Each question can be reviewed individually to see the auditor's answer and determine which areas passed, failed, or required caution. The report also includes images from each inspected site and displays a fluorescence contamination index score to show the level of contamination detected. Red highlighted sections indicate failed or contaminated areas, while green highlighted sections indicate clean or mitigated locations. Reports can be generated and stored according to your organization's standard operating procedures, ensuring inspections were completed to the required standards and providing a clear, traceable record for audits and compliance activities. Contact SafetySpect to learn more about how our technology can improve your facility's safety.